I've been waiting, anticipating. This could finally be the end. Life's degrading, hope is fading. I could really use a friend. Remember when we got way too drunk? We said this is too fun, we can never go back to that. I miss the nights when I could feel young, thinking I was so strong. Now my light is faded like an old tap. Someone tell me this is not the best we're gonna get, 'cause I can't keep on living life with nothing but regret. Life is meant to be lived, but I can't afford it. They don't give a fuck about us down here. Even when you wanna party, you cannot get started when you don't got money for beer. I don't want to waste my time learning someone else's dollars and dimes. Life is meant to be lived, but I can't afford it. They don't give a fuck about us down here. Even when you wanna party, you cannot get started when you don't got money for beer. I don't want to waste my time learning someone else's dollars and dimes. I don't dollars and dimes. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to another stream. I hope you're having a fantastic Friday. We are going to hop into some more Ace Attorney investigations and hopefully finish this case today. Oh. Professional stunt controller. Don't try it at home. The draft. Yes. The NHL draft. Where the Canucks are going to draft Vigo Bjork. Maybe. Nah. Stenberg is definitely going to fall to number 3. JK. It's going to be McKenna. Could you imagine if McKenna fell to number 3? That'd be fucking nuts. Knowing the Canucks and how cursed we are, we're gonna fall to we're gonna do some dumb shit and something fuck's gonna happen and we're not even gonna draft in the first round. We're gonna trade the 3rd overall and the 28th or whatever it is that we got from Minnesota, and we're gonna trade it for 3 second-round picks. Oh. All right, controller on. Let's play some Ace Attorney. This song's hype as fuck. What the hell? Oh, there we go. Okay. Continue. All right. This is either going to take a long time or we're going to finish this. Oh, shit. Captions. One hot sec. Boopity scoop. All right. There we go. All right. This is either going to take a long time or no time at all. But if it happens way too quick, I already have a few demos that I downloaded on backup that I'm excited to check out. Some simple little short games to play. Anyway, let's see here. Because this feels like we're close to the end, but it's hard to say. Like these these investigations been getting long. So it was you guys. Ooh, I should give this dude like a Stallone voice actually, because he's a boxer. Give him the Rocky treatment, you know? So it was you guys, huh? You're the ones who found my secret getaway tunnel. You know how long it took me to dig that freaking thing? I have me God's uniform, a hole dug, and a plan in place, so I went for it the day you found the guy. But then this little guy just had to come right after me. A sack of fur was covered in mud, too. Had to go back to our cell. I would have gotten away with it if somebody had an off night and brought you bums down here.
You claim to have dug that tunnel just now. How exactly did you do it?
How? I used everything I could get my hands on, see? Hammers, spoons, you name it. Spent every dime I had on this cock and made me fix it. And what do I got to show for it now? Do not be disheartened, friend. Tomorrow is another day.
And there's an outside chance Mr. Carcerito and Knight met face to face just before Knight's death. I should see what other details I can extract from him.
All right. So it was you guys, huh? You're the ones who found my secret getaway tunnel. You know how long it took me to dig that freaking thing?
Hold it!
Didn't you say... Interesting.
So the tunnel was all your own work?
Every inch. You see anybody else in my cell when you was there?
That's quite an effort, even for an athlete.
Yeah, now that I think of it, that's an insane amount of digging for one guy.
Yeah, well, you don't even know the half of it, kid. But it ain't like I had a choice. Trust nobody and don't get caught. Them's the rules a con's gotta live by.
Huh. You know, the rules of being a great thief are pretty similar.
Hey, I'd rather you didn't start sympathizing with the suspect.
I was just joking, Mr. Edgeworth.
Ain't no stinking joke to me. You punks owe me. Adrian! Oh, sorry. Wrong story. I had me a God's uniform, a hole dug, and a plan in place, so I went in on the day you found the guy.
Hold it! The uniform, was that from the Fixer too?
Oh, sure was. Heard he had something on one of the guards. Had the guy swipe it from a pal's locker.
And you were wearing it when you were crawling through the tunnel?
Nope. Would have got dirt on it. Had to hold on to it till I got to the holding cell. But once I was out of there and all dressed up, opening the cell door should have been a piece of cake. Here we go, I thinks. Freedom beckons, and then the furball here jumps up at me.
Which would be the moment captured on camera. I see. I'd be grateful if you could add that to your testimony.
Interesting indeed. Once I was out of the tunnel all dressed up, opening the cell door should have been a piece of cake.
Opening the cell door should have been a piece of cake, you say?
Sure, anything seems easy after dragging yourself through a hole in the ground.
And you were familiar with the layout of the detention center, even though you live in the prison.
Oh, why wouldn't that be? It ain't like I never been there before.
If he's familiar with the detention center, then he'd surely be aware that unlike the doors in the main prison, the holding cell doors are locked with actual keys. And I'm sure Mr. Carcerito would have needed that particular piece of evidence to make his escape.
But then this little guy just had to come right after me. Saga fur was covered in mud too. Yeah, okay. Whoops. Well, we'll get a clue now. I didn't mean to do that. There's an outside chance Mr. Carcerito and Knight met face to face just before his murder.
I should listen carefully to each of his statements and look over the evidence we have.
All right.
Objection!
Yeah.
You claim that leaving the holding cell would have been a piece of cake, as you put it.
Yeah, you got a problem with that? 'Cause we can make it a problem if you catch my drift.
Even once you had reached Knight's cell, you still had another door to contend with. How exactly did you plan on opening it? Mr. Carcerito, I posit that leaving the cell would have been a piece of cake only because you had the key.
I don't got no stinking key. I didn't need one. It was a piece of cake 'cause the door was open. I walked right out.
Yes, I suppose Knight's cell was vacant by that point. There would have been no reason to lock it. And it was indeed unlocked when I went to examine it for myself. So perhaps when you finally succeeded today, it was truly unlocked because it was after the murder. But you had attempted to escape previously.
Yeah, the security footage shows when you tried and failed because Teddy caught you. What draft? That's what Fail Robot said too. It's the NHL draft. My team is picking 3rd overall, but we're cursed, so something fucked is probably gonna happen and fuck it all up. Yeah, I'm gonna be getting a little tipsy. Well, anyways, yeah. What's good? Nothing much. Well, there's plenty good, actually. Life, I woke up today. I had some coffee with my girlfriend. I smoked some weed. Now I'm playing Ace Attorney, so plenty good. I made a goofy-ass drawing yesterday, too. Yeah. So plenty good. How about yourself? How you doing? Hope you're having a fantastic Friday. I have this habit of looking here because that's where the text pops up. I'm trying to train myself to look here when I talk to y'all though, because looking here it looks like I'm looking away from you, even though, yeah, anyway. Where was I? Oh, right. I've been uploading music like mad. Hell yeah, that's hype. Yesterday and today I dropped some songs. Yo, that's lit. I'll play your music on the outro. I actually dropped a song that one that I was working on. That shit dropped same day. I've never fucking had that happen, but I went and looked just randomly that night and it was already on Spotify. I don't know. I've never had that happen before. But hell yeah, that's fucking hype. I'll play out your stuff and I'll post the link on my threads. Links Threads fucking hates links, so I doubt it'll really get much traction. People just want their slop, but I will post your shit because why the fuck not? I hope you get some streams from that shit.
The holding cell was still locked at the time because no one knew that Knight had been killed yet. Therefore, you must have had the key to his cell on you. Without it, your escape would not have been possible.
Are you saying, could he really have?
I believe he could, yes. The theft of the keys was, in fact, perpetrated by none other than Mr. Carcerado. He is the one who attacked the guard.
Interesting.
But not just the guard. Night 2, all to gain possession of the guard's keys.
It wasn't me, you lousy bum. I don't even know this night guy.
After you stole the keys, you went back to your cell to avoid suspicion. And then you waited for the perfect moment to escape. A moment when the prison would be almost deserted. That's right, the moment of the show. Just before the discovery of the body. Unluckily for you, that particular attempt was thwarted by your furry friend.
Says who? You got proof, genius? This ain't your win yet, nuh-uh. Knight knocked the guard out for the count, and everybody knows.
Don't play games with me. Knight was as much a victim as the guard in this case. As a matter of fact, I have proof that Knight had been attacked in his cell.
Right, the blood. So we need this.
Take that!
Ba-dum-bum-bum. Excuse me.
We found traces of Knight's blood on the cleanly wiped floor of his cell. What could possibly explain such a thing other than him having been attacked?
Oh, by the way, did you ever get to make that track with Royalty? I know he's a busy dude, so sometimes it can be a little tough to get a hold of him. I'll actually drop the SoundCloud links in chat. Hell yes. Oh yeah, I forgot you post on SoundCloud. That's right. I'm such a boomer. Bet. Thank you. I was gonna pull up Spotify and try to find you there. I would have had a hard time. Appreciate that. My song Magnetisk, I changed the name and album cover of it and changed the theme of the song. Hell yes. Continue to websites. Orbital Flight. Hell yeah. That's a dope name. That bass. Hell yes. No, Spotify distributing can take a while. Yeah, and I'm not doing that yet. I have a ton of music to put out though. Hell yeah. I'm hyped for you. Actually, let me... And no, I didn't reach out to Royalty yet. I think I'll drop him a DM though. I really want Death Flowers and overall my debut EP on the lookout at this point. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I think that y'all will make some dope shit together. Bro is such a good rapper. All right, I'm gonna post this track on my threads. I hope you get some streams from this. But like I said, Threads fucking hates external links, so no promises. This is hype as fuck, bro. You make such good tone choices with your synths too. Like, you got a great ear for production, for real, bro.
This is the preliminary, all-important step in space research that the U.S. insists on being successful before a man makes an orbital flight.
Hell yeah, bro. That was great. Oh, this is your other song playing. Let's see here. Oh, there we go. I remember that song. That one reminded me so much of like, is it Homework era Daft Punk, I think? But yeah, that shit was dope. Thank you for sharing. I'll play us out with that. Okay.
What could possibly explain such a thing other than him having been attacked? And it was you who attacked him. You ambushed the both of them and stole the keys.
Appreciate it, bro. Of course. I love supporting other artists, you know? Like, I feel like it's so hard to get props and like get sincere feedback on stuff, so I'm always happy to be that guy. Even if sometimes it's like, this one ain't it, I'm personally not digging it, you know? I'm always happy to just like, yeah, support other artists, because shit, man, that's the thing that I always struggled with most as like an artist, was just getting people who fucked with me and like just wanted to like see me win. So happy to do that. Like it's how it should be, you know?
And it was you who attacked him. You ambushed the both of them and stole the keys.
Whoa! What's with you, huh? That newspaper wiped out that blood up good. Ain't no way you should have found it. Oh, bro, you just told on yourself there. Yeah, most of my songs are inspired by Daft Punk. Orbital Flight is massively inspired by Discovery era Daft Punk. Oh, I can definitely see that. Songs like High Life, One More Time, and Aerodynamic, for sure. That's dope. Hell yeah. I know you love Daft Punk. Shit, they're so talented. It's ridiculous. I love Daft Punk too. That's a good ass influence. Someday you'll be some hot shot producer. They'll be like the next Daft Punk, and I'll be like, I heard Skatement back when they were just starting off. I'll be able to brag about being a day one. What's with you? That newspaper wiped up that blood good. Ain't no way you should have found it.
Okay, but why did you think you had to wipe it up anyway?
If they checked Knight in the God's hands, they would have seen those two never came to blows.
But that blood'd give up the whole game. Ain't no way they don't figure there was a third man in the ring. Plus, once they started sniffing around on the floor, they'd have found the tunnel in a heartbeat.
So you wiped up the blood to buy yourself a little more time, so you could wait for a better opportunity? Sadly, the opportunity you sought wasn't good enough to get you clear of the prison, it seems. Now hand over the keys.
Right in the kisser. Adrian. KO by a lousy, stinking bomb.
Maybe. I wouldn't say the next Daft Punk, but I'm getting there. I also have another song uploaded recently, a little Space Trap. Ooh, interesting. After On the Lookout is out, I'm making another mini album titled Space Songs, a collection of singles I've made that just remind me of space. And Orbital Flight will be one of the songs on the track list. Hell yeah, that's sick. But yeah, I think that's fair. I never really liked being compared to other artists either, so because like they all have their own identity, and I always wanted to forge, you know, my unique identity, and that self-doubt do be a motherfucker, but you know, never anything wrong with dreaming big. I think that you can be the next Daft Punk if you want to be. Ooh, let's listen. Hell yeah. Okay. Bro, that's tough. Maybe not Daft Punk, but maybe the next Thomas Bangalter. Oh, there you go. Hell yeah, bro. Or the next Todd Edwards. My style is also influenced by them. I think you know who Todd Edwards is. The guy that worked with Daft Punk for Face to Face. Yes, yes, yes. That's hype. I love that. Dream big. Don't let anyone tell you you can't do that shit. Bro, I have not heard one bad beat from you, on God. Like, I've known a lot of people who are good at making music, but not many people consistently make something that, like, resonates, if you know what I mean. Like, I've heard lots of people who make competently put together music that just doesn't move you, but, like, everything you make has soul and energy in it, bro. You got it, bro. You got it, you know? Hell yes, dude. I really like that, what is that, like a Neapolitan note or something? But that, the note with the accidental there is real tasty. I really like this, dude. Yeah, there's also a key change, G sharp minor to C sharp harmonic minor. Just a little music theory fact. Hell yeah, hell yeah. I love that. So G sharp minor to C sharp harmonic minor. That's an interesting key change. So that's... So that's like to the 6. Interesting. That's a really cool change. I like that. Or is that the 5th? No. GBD. So yeah, that'd be like the 4th. Okay. Nice. Yeah, this is dope. You really cooked with this. The title is also in another language, right? Domum Radians is coming back home in Latin. Oh, Domum Radians. Okay, cool. Since the vibe is coming back to Earth after a long mission in space. Hell yes. I dig that. That's really that. I think you communicate that energy really well with your arrangement, because there's a I forgot it's autoplaying. Because there's a dissonance and tension emotionally in returning from any kind of a long trip. You know, when you've been away, you change, the people that you knew change, the places change, and you wonder, like, will you even recognize anyone or anything that you left behind? Will they recognize you? Will anything be the same? And yeah, that's probably your most popular one. It's a good song. I really dig that one too. But no, I think you really nailed that. That's a dope ass beat. I like that a lot. Fine. You want keys here? I hope you choke on them. Overruled. Wait a moment. If Mr. Carcereto here had the keys.
Indeed, Your Honor.
Again, appreciate it, bro. Of course. Like I said, I'm all about supporting other artists, especially like when I just sincerely fuck with like what they're doing. I just like your shit, bro. It really isn't deeper than that. So I'm happy to check it out and support you, bro. Like, I dig it. I'm excited to see what you do in the future, and I'm excited for this EP you keep talking about. I think it's gonna be dope. I'm definitely hyped to see what you do with Royalty. I think y'all are gonna make something sick. But yeah, I really, you know what I really hope is I hope that other musicians on Threads see the post of your song, because there are people and they do tend to reach out, so you might like connect with other artists that way, and that would be fire. Anyway.
Your theory relies on Knight having used the keys he allegedly stole to escape his cell.
I'm high as fuck, so I just be rambling. I start on a train of thought and my mouth just keeps moving right now. Yeah, on the lookout, and Space Songs will be fire EPs. Yes, they're gonna. Oh, I'm hyped for both of those, genuinely. Maybe in the future I could release a full-length album, like 11 to 12 songs. Hell yeah, I think you could do that. I think shit, you could do whatever you want, bro. You seem to have nailed down a workflow that works for you, and that's the hardest part, honestly. Just keep having fun, keep doing your thing, because I think that's very doable for you.
Unfortunately for you, we now know that theory cannot possibly be true. Oh, we now know that theory can't possibly be true. No!
Guess this changes things up a bit, yeah? Now the only person who could have moved Knight's body is the one person who knew about that tunnel. No, you gotta be freaking... And to think I make my music in my bedroom. You don't need a big-ass studio to make good music. Absolutely not. That's kind of the whole mentality behind the product I'm trying to develop. Is like, the dream is that I give people something that they can either make for about $600 if they're, you know, savvy enough to DIY it, or they could buy for like $800. And it gives them a fully kitted out studio minus a microphone. All you need is a microphone, because I can't realistically put like a condenser microphone in a hyper portable synthesizer package. But that's the goal. Like, I want people to be able to like buy this thing and then have all the tools they need, because like Interface is like $100. The microphone is at least another $100. A MIDI controller, you're looking at probably another $100. Synth packs and digital synthesizers, God knows how much. That really depends, but that can be a lot. Your plugins like Auto-Tune and shit like that. The DAW, like it all adds up. So if I can offer something that has all of that for like $800, and then you can also fit it in a backpack and take it anywhere, I think that'd be helpful, you know. I for one want that tool, but I think that's I think the move is just to do, you don't need fancy gear or anything like that. You really, especially with all the tech we got nowadays, you can really literally make music anywhere. I've had people who like, and again, that's the beauty of practicing your theory and like understanding the underlying mechanics of everything. Yeah. DIY, indie is the future. Fuck yeah. Oh, yes. Mr. Casarito, you're under arrest. Come quietly now, pal. Oh, wait, you got the wrong guy. I didn't do nothing. Alright, fine. I knocked those two chumps out and I stole the keys, but after that I went right back to my cell and waited for my moment. Next time I went in the night cell, there was nobody around, and I mean nobody. Plus, his body was found in the workshop. You think I just magicked my way in there or something? I couldn't have even got out of my cell. That bear or whatever the animal is on Carcerito's torso looks so cute. I fucking agree. I think it's a bear, perhaps a polar bear, which is kind of scary. But I love the tongue hanging out too. It's so derpy. Very cute. Oh, if you like cute animals, me and my girlfriend this weekend played the absolutely most adorable game. It's called Lil Kitty Big City. Oh my God. It was amazing. It was so good. It's so cute. I don't know if it's on mobile, but if it is, I definitely recommend checking it out.
Indeed, you only have the key to Knight's cell. You couldn't have left your own cell back in the prison.
I just watch random cute cat or rabbit vids on IG if I want cute animals. That's so fair. That's so valid. I'd be watching hella animal vids on Reels. That's at least like half of my feed on Reels. Actually, me and my girlfriend stay sending each other just cute animal videos back and forth. That's how you know it's true love. You know what I'm saying? Look at this cute ass vid I found of this dog. Hold up. I'm gonna drop this in the chat because this will absolutely just brighten your day. Let's see. Twitch. And I'm a rabbit owner, so it's more cute. Oh, that's awesome. What kind of rabbit do you have? I learned somewhat recently that there's different breeds, which, like, obviously, honestly, in hindsight, like, yeah, obviously there's different breeds of rabbits. But I saw the giant ones, and I have mostly mini lop rabbits. Cool. Okay, let's look into this now. I have a friend that DMs me nothing but sea lion reels. I can't blame him because they're very cute. They are. I saw this one, and it may be the ones that your friend's sending you, but there's like goofy ass sea lion that's like mini lop. Okay. Aw, those are adorable. Okay. Very cute. So these are like the pretty common breed, if I'm recognizing them correctly. Oh man, that's so cute. But yeah, I saw videos of the giant ones that are like almost dog-sized. Good lord. Yeah, mini lops are just rabbits with the ears down. Yeah, the floppy ears are very cute.
But Mr. Canis's dog could.
What?
It was not you, but Helmut who moved the body from your cell to the workshop.
I get it now. You're saying he wasn't the only con in on this conspiracy.
Indeed. One can easily imagine that Mr. Carceredo and Mr. Canis might have worked together. Mr. Carceredo could have killed Knight and dragged him back to his cell.
And then Mr. Canis' dog took him from there to the workshop.
There are no restrictions on the animal's movements within the prison.
Conspiracy. Oh, this guy and his puns. Yeah. Yeah. I really like him. Fender's hilarious. Very likable character for sure. Especially because the way he keeps kind of like hyping up Edgeworth, being like, damn, your dad will be proud of you. Very good vibes. This guy seems chill. Well, he's a bit of a creep around women. He gotta learn his manners a bit more, but he's funny.
Movement between the detention center and the prison proper, however, is tightly controlled. There was only one possible route, and only you could have taken advantage of it, Mr. Carceredo.
How can you be so sure? Maybe there's more of them and you just don't know.
That's rare. We see Edgeworth and a defense attorney having a great bond. True, that's true. I mean, he and Phoenix are friends, but they're like rivals. Right. There's like a tension, and I don't mean just the homoerotic tension between them. There's like a strain with their relationship where like they respect each other immensely, and like they definitely kind of get along, but there's always friction as well, but not enough.
Something tells me that digging even a single tunnel was arduous enough.
You got that right. You tried scraping more than one hole in the dirt with a spoon. Lucky for me, I didn't have to dig the whole way. Somebody already did a bunch of the work for me.
What? You didn't dig the entire tunnel yourself?
Nope. Found it when they put me in that cell.
And yeah, Fender seems like a chill guy to hang out with, even though he is a creep with women. Yeah, he's just got to work on that, like, where's my hug energy. He needs a bro to like check him on that. That's all. Be like, hey, bro, chill.
Right all the way up from there to the wall in the yard already. Even looked down the well to check it from there. It was the same tunnel, all right. I just made good on what somebody else already started.
Interesting.
Then what was the original tunnel for?
Knight was gonna escape with the circus, wasn't he? Interesting.
Who knows? You're the one with all the answers, pal. Maybe somebody else tried to break out.
Ooh, or maybe the animals dug it. Like, to get water from the well or something.
I've heard of more plausible scenarios than that in B-grade movies, Kay.
Well's dry, kid. Ain't no water to be had down there. Though, come to think of it, a smell. Yeah, always smell kinda nice down there.
Nice?
Gee, I don't know. Smells sorta like dessert, I guess.
A sweet scent. That sounds very familiar. Where did we come across a sweet scent before?
Here.
Take that!
Detective Gumshoe noticed a sweet scent when we were examining Knight's body. With the help of a police dog, we followed the scent and the body and traced its route back to back through the prison. And that, Mr. Carceredo, was how he found your tunnel. Could that same sweet scent be what you noticed coming from the well?
Very clever, Mr. Edgeworth. You mean to suggest that this evidence of the body having been removed through the tunnel?
I do. Furthermore, Mr. Carceredo, you were the only person who could have done it. Nobody else had access.
You have our thanks, Mr. Carcereto, truly. Finally, the truth comes into view. Now unburden yourself. It is time. Confess your role in this tragic incident. What? You ain't pinning this on me.
I'm glad to see we are finally in agreement, Your Honor.
Oh, if only we were, Mr. Edgeworth. Mr. Carcereto may have been an accomplice, but not of Mr. Canis. No, he was working with Mr. Knight.
What do you mean?
I do not believe that he moved Mr. Knight's body. Instead, I believe that he lent Mr. Knight the use of the keys he stole.
You gotta be kidding me.
Granted, it seems likely that he attacked Mr. Knight, but that doesn't necessarily mean that Mr. Knight was knocked unconscious as a result. And what if he wasn't? What if he and Mr. Carcereto had reached a certain agreement?
What kind of agreement exactly?
Mr. Knight was plotting an escape for which he required a means of leaving his cell. And there was a precise means in the form of keys Mr. Carcereto had just stolen from the guard. Mr. Carcereto himself would need to pass through Mr. Knight's cell in order to effect his own escape. Mr. Knight needed only to shout and alert the guards, and Mr. Carcereto's plan would be ruined. And so the two struck a deal.
Lady, the only striking I do is with my fists.
My, still you deny it.
So, we're agreeing that we still disagree?
Mr. Knight had Mr. Carcereto unlock his cell so that when Mr. Saint arrived, he could escape into the cage. Mr. Saint was then able to move him to the prison proper just as planned.
Aha! And then he took Mr. Knight into the workshop and did the dirty deed. Were neither of you listening? The scent on Knight's body proves that it was taken through the tunnel. It was moved from his cell to that.
Perhaps if you would let me finish, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm not denying that Mr. Knight's body was moved through the tunnel.
Then what are you driving at?
Is this the trick question? As you say, Mr. Edgeworth, the sweet scent shows the route the body took. However, it did not enter the tunnel from Mr. Knight's cell.
Huh? Then how did it get down there?
There is another possibility, one you seem to have overlooked. The well in the yard, could have a body not entered the tunnel from there?
The well in the yard? Oh yeah, that thing.
Mr. Saint did not take the cage to the workshop. He took it outside. There he killed Mr. Knight and threw his body down the well. Mr. Canis' dog then dragged Mr. Knight's body to where his owner's cell from the bottom of the well. On that note, I would ask you to recall something. What was happening in the yard at approximate time of the body's discovery?
The circus show, right? Regina and Simeon were performing for everyone. Wait, Simeon?
Ah, indeed. And so you see, it must have been him who disposed of the body.
Judge Gavelle is truly a formidable opponent. She's so effortlessly adjusted her theory to fit the facts.
I propose that Mr. Knight was taken to the yard, not the workshop. And as we have established, Mr. Saint was off stage for 15 minutes. Ample time to throw the body down the well, I'm sure you will agree.
Your deduction is impressive, Your Honor. However, even supposing that Knight's body was indeed thrown down the well, you cannot conclusively say that it was during the show. It could have happened at a different time.
Overruled.
My sympathies, Mr. Edgeworth, but it simply could not have.
What?
Mr. Carcereto was using the tunnel at around the time the show began. Mr. Carcereto, did you happen to trip over a corpse while you were down there?
No. Place was clean.
If the body had been at the bottom of the wall before the show began, Mr. Carcereto would have seen it. However, he saw no such thing. Which makes it somewhat difficult to support your theory. Furthermore, Mr. Knight's body was discovered in the workshop after the show. In summary, the body must have been thrown down the well and moved to the workshop at some point during the show. Tell me, who else could have done that but Mr. Saint?
What do we do, Mr. Edgeworth? If the body did indeed enter the tunnel from the well, things don't look good for Mr. Saint still. Your Honor, your theory is just that, a theory. And I posit that you lack the evidence to back it up.
I concede that for the moment, I do not.
May I suggest that we investigate the yard again?
Very well. May the goddess of justice go with you.
Now then, to the yard. Perhaps we can finally put this case to rest. Uh-oh. What's that sound?
Yikes! Is there a fire?
Did somebody else escape? Should we maybe skip town too?
Darlings, please. There's nothing to be alarmed about.
I can't remember what voice I give anybody.
By which I mean that's not an alarm, it's the dinner bell. Although I suppose it is rather alarming if you aren't used to it. It certainly scared the heck out of me. I'm so sorry, Sweet Pea. I hope you can forgive us. All right, you two. Back to your post. Chop, chop. And as for you, Rocco Carceredo, it's time you went back to your room.
Fine. I get the picture. Come on, Teddy. We're out of here.
Warden Lagarde, we'd like to take one more look around the yard now.
Oh, darlings, don't you have homes of your own to go to? Visiting hours are over, I'm afraid. Tomorrow,
No, it's imperative that we investigate it right away.
I think we've had quite enough excitement for one day, don't you? Murderers, escapees? So eventful. It's time our guests went home to Betty Buys, isn't it? Yes, yes it is. Come on now, darling. Don't make me bore you with all that I'm the warden. This is an order nonsense. Warden Lagarde is right. Her word is law here, and we must respect her wishes. Mr. Edgeworth, your investigation of the yard will have to wait until tomorrow. You may keep your badge for now. The matter of your standing can wait. I bid you all a good day. What are you waiting for, kittykins? Off you go.
Fine. At least there is a tomorrow for me.
Kind of a strange thing to say. Oh, because he kept his badge. I was like, did he think he was gonna die?
Judge Gavel believes that Knight's body was dropped down the well and then taken through Mr. Carcerato's cell to the workshop. And is that truly the case? Do the facts really support her theory? She also seems to believe Mr. Saint had to be the one to move the body. But was he really the only one with the opportunity to do so?
Come on, Mr. Edgeworth. Tomorrow's another day. We'll figure out a way to save Simeon. I know we will.
Yes, we will. I will prove that Mr. Saint is innocent beyond a shadow of a doubt.
Bum, 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 bum.
March 29th, 10:12 a.m. Prison Yard. Here we are again. Let's hope we can find something this time that will finally reveal the truth behind it all. Although that might be easier said than done.
There's nothing left to investigate.
Judge Gavel's deduction yesterday.
There is another possibility, one that you seem to have overlooked. The well in the yard. Could a body have entered the tunnel from there? In summary, the body must have been thrown down the well and moved to the workshop. At some point during the show. Tell me, who else could have done that but Mr. Saint?
Had Knight's body really been thrown down the well? The answer to that question will surely show us the way forward. But before we begin, I should tidy up my organizer a little. Unnecessary evidence has been removed, remaining evidence has been rearranged.
Let's see here. Huh, there's a cover on it.
A dried up well slap bang in the middle of a prison? Figures it'd be locked.
Well, luckily I'm a master lockpicker. Want me to do my stuff?
I think not. We'll do this investigation by the book.
Come on, don't be such a stick in the mud. Whoa,
What is it? What is it, Kay?
the lock's broken. And from the looks of it, it's been broken for a long time.
If that's the case, then anyone could have thrown Knight's body down the well. Judge Gavel's theory was that Mr. Saint carried out the murder here in the yard. And then during the performance, he threw the body down the well. What are you thinking, Mazzarino? Plausible or no?
Oh, why don't we see if Missile can help us out again? He'll be able to tell us if Mr. Knight's body was here and which way it went.
Good idea. I'll call Detective Gumshoe.
Gumshoe speaking.
Detective, I need your assistance. Come to the prison yard and bring Missile with you.
You bet, sir. Gumshoe's 7 secret weapons to the rescue again, huh?
I'm fairly sure Missile belongs to the precinct. I'd also like you to bring one of our witnesses. Call the Berry Big Circus and ask Ms. Regina Berry to come down here with you.
Yes, sir. I'll be there before you know it.
So, what should we do while we're waiting for Gummy? How about a quick game of hide and go seek?
Fun idea, kiddo, but where exactly would we hide?
He's not seriously considering it. Your game can wait, Kay. We need to call one of your more practical skills. Oh, call on one of your more practical skills. I think you know the one.
Very Big Circus. Again, Regina is probably the only normal person from that circus, honestly. And like, even she's kind of weird and detached from reality. But at least she's not like a creep, you know?
Oh, you bet I do. One crime scene recreation coming right up.
Say what now?
Let me show you. Introducing a great thief's great secret weapon, Little Thief. Oh, whoa! Screens appearing from thin air. This is some next level tech, little sis. Want to talk me through the deets? What are you doing now? Yeah, everyone but Regina is a PDF. Yeah, and I'm not talking about actual PDFs like you use in a document. No. All of them, the type to visit a particular island. You know what I'm saying? Creeps with a capital C. I'm inputting everything we need for the simulation.
Allow me to explain. This is Mr. Thief. It's a device that can recreate crime scenes at specific moments in time based on the data you feed it.
How about I start us off with a recreation of what the yard looked like yesterday?
Good idea. That was when they were in the middle of tearing down the stage. We didn't pay much attention to the well then. Who knows? We may have overlooked something.
Leave it to me. I'll use the photo I took. Beepity beep boop beep. That's all the data. Just gotta pump the projection power to max and... Dark skies of evening, when no other bird dares to wing, one alone remains all-seeing. Now witness the true power of a real modern-day Robin Hood.
You know what would be kind of a fun spin-off? Would be a K game, like a Great Thief game that's like a puzzle solver platformer.
It's a recreation of how things were yesterday, modeled on the data I gave Little Thief. The gadget was a tool used by the original Yatagarasu, but they used it to plan robberies.
A K game would be interesting. That or a Emma spin-off game, or maybe both. Yo, wait, because Kay, and I don't know if she ever does, but she wants to build that team of like unique and talented girls. They could like, it could be a game with like her, Emma. Regina didn't seem to be a clique, but maybe, you know, Regina, they hit it off eventually. But like, yeah, that would be fun. Kind of all a Charlie's Angels type beat, except they don't need some dude telling them what to do. Kay can be the leader. But no, that would be fun. I think there's so many awesome characters that deserve further exploration. So there's definitely tons of spin-off potential in this series. That'd be really interesting to see what that looks like.
Well, there's no harm in using it for something on the right side of the law now.
If not Ace Attorney 7, even a spin-off would be nice. Yeah, I agree. Because I think that it could be good to pivot to something a little different too. Like, I really like Ghost Trick, which had a lot of similarities, but was also very fresh from a gameplay standpoint. So I think that would be dope. Remember, always bet on Ace Attorney 7. I believe.
Well, there's no harm in using it for something on the right side of the law now.
Oh, but keeping in mind that it can only recreate what you tell it to. It can't simulate things if it doesn't have data for, and if the data itself contains a mistake, then you'll wind up with those same mistakes in the recreation too.
But this particular recreation is based on Kay's photo, so we shouldn't run into any problems. And that's enough preamble. Shall we get started?
Don't forget, you can examine stuff in the recreation, just like in real life. You can also present evidence to try to clear up any inconsistencies you find.
Of course, thank you for the reminder. Now let's take a look at that well.
Yo, Kay could like sell just the projection technology for this and be like a billionaire for real.
We should examine this area carefully. It may just hold the clue we need.
Yeah, for sure. She would make billions. Genuinely, like, this kind of tech would be earth-shattering. You could use it in VR. Imagine watching, like, a game like football or hockey or whatever your sport of choice is. And, it, like, your perspective is that you're actually sitting in the arena or the stadium. And you're, like, right on the edge of the play field. Or you could even be, like, sitting on the bench next to the players. Could you imagine like watching a game like that? That would be amazing. Oh, someday give us the sci-fi future we dream of.
The well was behind the stage, which means
There are many people who could have thrown Knight's body down during the show. This does seem like something Elon could invent, but I kind of hate Elon, so why not Kay? The thing with Elon is he doesn't actually invent anything. He just buys companies that have invented things and then makes those companies shitty. Like, Tesla hasn't innovated anything since he bought it. They've just kind of spun their tires and caught lots of fires. And he bought SpaceX, which was already an existing company. Like, yeah, he doesn't really innovate anything. Damn, unadvised ads rolling. Damn, it be that way sometimes. There are many people who could have thrown Knight's body down it during the show. This is looking worse and worse. Oh, this is looking worse and worse for Mr. Saint. Indeed. It's a metal weight of some kind. It looks like it weighs... The projection makes it a little tricky to read. Do you remember how heavy it was, Kay? Sure, it was 30 pounds. What does anyone need such a heavy weight for anyway? It doesn't seem related to the circus show at any rate. There's a sturdy-looking hemp rope lying on the ground. Oh dear God, it's been a while. I got another Lone Star College and they still want. Oh my God, that's wild. I have not seen a single one of those. That's how you know this shit is it's geotagged somehow. That's really strange. Why are they? I'm curious why they're marketing so heavily in. You're in Chile, right? Or is there Argentina? I think Chile, if I'm remembering correct. Yes, Chile. Okay. Yeah, I wonder. I'm Chilean, right? I wonder why. That's strange. Huh. Very bizarre. Because that's strange. Twitch just gives me random American ads. I'm not even using a VPN. Weird. So probably a lot of the products aren't even available to you. Like, interesting. I mean, I guess that does make sense to an extent because Twitch is very like US based. So most of the advertisers paying to be on the platform are American. I wonder how it decides to serve people ads when there aren't any regional ads available for them. Because if I had to guess, that's probably why is it doesn't have anything actually specific to target you with. So it goes, oh, well, this person's a high schooler. We'll hit them with some college ads. Even though that college is thousands and thousands of miles away. They really want a Chilean high school student to go into some random niche college in the US. Yeah. Yeah. That's apparently that's so interesting. Especially because like the US is very anti-immigrant right now. Like they are worrying up a whole lot of policy to make it really fucking hard for people to come into the US from the outside now. So it's strange to see them so aggressively advertising to potential foreign students. It's so interesting to me on so many levels, honestly. Yeah, especially with fucking ICE. No, exactly. They just revoked asylum rights for Haitians and Venezuelans, I think. Haitians in another country. Like literally yesterday, they revoked their asylum rights. So like the ICE shit is about to ramp up a lot. We all hate ICE. Yes, fuck ICE. I fucking hate ICE. I'll say that with my whole chest. Like, fuck ICE. Oh my God. Yeah, fucking Gestapo for real. It's crazy seeing this shit. And like, the thing that drives me the most nuts is how complacent most people are. Like, anyone who has like, who's like upper middle class, which admittedly is less and less people these days, but like anybody with any level of like comfort in their life doesn't give a fuck. They are completely checked out. It is wild seeing this shit go on and people are just checked the fuck out. And to think the U.S. is one of the hosts, if not the main host for the World Cup. How can the fans even come to the matches if you can't even watch it with the immigrant situation in the U.S.? So I learned, and I have to look into this more, but the World Cup actually has an interesting history with colonization. And it has historically been used to whitewash the activity of colonizing nations like the U.S. So it, in a way, actually makes perfect sense that the World Cup is in the U.S. when the U.S. is at its absolute worst, because it mostly, FIFA exists largely as a PR company for Western nations. It's really interesting and fucked, but yeah, this was always going to be the outcome. And like, I keep seeing stuff that's like glazing the US and like dismissing, like very obviously like staged propaganda posts. It's very interesting. There's like 3 countries hosting: US, Canada, and Mexico, yet half of the games are in the US. Exactly. It's very intentional. It's very intentional, and it's unfortunate, because I would personally like to see cultures other than the US be more represented, and Canada too, honestly. Like, who gives a fuck about the US and Canada? Okay, I love Canada. Canada has its problems, and that's a whole conversation in itself, but like boring. We are inundated with North American culture constantly on a global scale. Our culture is the main export of both countries. We see enough of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to see what other countries got going on. But that's not, the system is functioning as intended. Kind of reminds me of the ropes we used for playing tug of war in school.
The answer is no, Kay.
What? I didn't even say anything yet.
I see it also has a metal stake attached to one end.
Oh yeah, it looks like something you'd use to put up a tent.
But there was no tent, was there? In which case, what was it used for? What are a bunch of pulleys doing here? They don't seem to be well pulleys for lifting buckets.
Yeah, definitely not. So, what do you think all the stuff around the well was used for? It's a good question, Kay. I can't see any of the animals needing them for their part of the performance.
Indeed, nothing immediately strikes me as a likely purpose. We'll have to ask Ms. Berry later.
Yeah, because I'm gonna be honest, this looks like exactly the setup you would need to lower a body down the well. 2 pulleys, a rope, a weight, and a tarp. Like, that's pretty suspicious. Oh, okay. Let's see. Items around the well and a 30-pound weight. Yes, this... Interesting that items around the well and 30-pound weight are separate items. Oh, really? Okay.
That's not quite right. I need to reconsider the information at hand.
Well, okay, so we know these don't go together, so we're waiting for more clues. Aw, I can't get on stage? This was supposed to be my big moment.
Yes, this is where the circus show stage stood.
Do you think people would be interested in a great thieving show?
I'm sure the police would be very eager to attend.
That's the same dialogue from before.
The great thief's great secret weapon.
Color me intrigued, Malzarino.
Not exactly by the book stuff though, yeah? Using great thief doodads in an official investigation?
Whoa. Enough with the death stares, Chief. I'm cool, okay? I can keep a secret. Anything for the truth, am I right?
It's possible that vital evidence has already been destroyed. Without Kay's reproduction of this scene, we have no hope of finding it.
Hey, relax. Like I said, I'll just zip it and nod politely while you cats do your thing.
Thank you. That would be very helpful. A wicker basket, or rather, or rather, a cart given the wheels. Yeah, this is the same dialogue. Okay.
Asia.
What's the name of our trunk happy friend again?
Asia the elephant.
Of course. How could I forget?
Not exactly inspired, though, is it? Was Ms. Berry having an off day when she came up with it?
Oh my gosh, Mr. Edgeworth. Not in front of the poor elephant herself.
I suspect that's about all there is to find for now. Detective Gumshoe should be here soon, too. Kay, can you power down Mr. Thief now?
Sure thing. Prepare to return to normality.
Investigation complete. Sorry, sir. I came as quick as I could.
Speak of the devil.
Ah, Detective, that was indeed impressively quick.
You know me, sir. Never like to keep you waiting.
Thanks for coming all this way too, Regina. No problem. This seemed way more fun than rehearsals, so I ditched them for the day.
It's very much appreciated. All right, Detective, let's get started with Missile.
Yes, sir. Hey, Missile, over here, boy.
Uh-oh.
What's the matter? Come on. Come on, boy. Come on.
What's wrong with him?
Looks like he's scared of something, sir.
Oh, the crocodile. I forgot about that. Or alligator, not crocodile. I completely forgot about it. I still find it crazy the Berry Big Circus is still around, considering most of the people there realistically would be thrown in jail. Yeah, for real. Though, you know, I'm not gonna lie. That's pretty reflective of reality. Carnies are an interesting bunch. As somebody who worked at the fair where I grew up in New York, Carnies are an interesting bunch. A very colorful group of people, if you will. Alligator.
I guess he's not a fan, sir.
Well, I doubt he'll be of much help to us like this.
Any other bright ideas, Malzarino?
Yes, actually. Ms. Berry, would you mind lending us a hand?
Oh, I'd love to. Just tell me what you need. Do you want me to teach Allie some tricks?
I don't doubt she could do it, but nothing quite like that. I'd simply like an account of what the yard looked like during the show.
I like where this is going. You're thinking of using Little Thief again, am I right?
If you'd be so kind.
Okay, I've plugged in all the data, firing up simulations. Oh, what the hell? Here you go. This is what the yard was like during the show.
The time at which the body was purported to have been thrown down the well.
Wow! This is so amazing! It's like magic! No magic here, just sweet, sweet data. Which is why...
The area behind the stage is missing.
Yeah, Regina said she wasn't involved in getting the stage set up. So we don't have any data on what it's like back there.
No data, no simulation, huh? Brutal.
Also on the whole circus thing, I think you'd be shocked at how low the rate of crimes being solved in the US is. Like,
oh god, people really be getting away with shit.
I'm so sorry, you guys. It's all because I let Simeon do everything by himself.
Oh, no. It's all my frilly associate's fault.
Wow, throwing Edgeworth under the bus.
Objection, Fender. Anyway, we've got a fresh simulation now, but we still have the other data too.
I mean, who knows? Maybe Ace Attorney doesn't take place in America. It's all kind of confusing, really. Yeah, it's like, it feels like some sort of hybrid of like Japan/America. Japanica. It's definitely some sort of fictional reality that's like a blend of different countries. Which honestly, I always love when media does that. Especially like you get Japanifornia, yes. That's so good. Cause like what was it? Big Hero 6 did the whole Neo York or something like that. I'm trying to think of ones. It's interesting. You get a lot of Asian and US hybrids. San Francisco, yes, exactly. And then Cyberpunk's world is very much a fusion of Japan and the US as well. So it's interesting how common that actually is, and how it seems to almost always be specifically that hybrid. Interesting. I never really thought about that aspect of it till just now. That's cool.
So we can examine the scene both during and after the show, and switch between the two at will. I can switch between recreations using Y to talk with K.
Okay.
Now then, let's continue our investigation, shall we?
That's also goals someday, is to like build a Baymax animatronic. I feel like that'd be really fun, but I gotta live in not an apartment before I can do that. I don't got the space to be just building random animatronics for fun. I feel like that piss off my girlfriend. Just like fucking Freddy Fazbear in one corner, Baymax in the other. Our tiny ass apartment. That'd be funny as fuck.
It would appear that we're missing some data for this point in time. Yep, that's about the size of it. You gotta go steal us some data. I don't steal data, Kay. I use logic and deduction to get what I need. Well, I'm more of an act first, think later gal. Please don't add to my workload with your recklessness. I would hate to have to order your arrest.
Let's see.
The chairs are lined up neatly for the show. Though we know there were a few empty seats during the performance. Something about this place. The way the seats are arranged. Reminds me of a karaoke contest I entered as a kid. You entered a karaoke contest? I sure did, and I came in second. Even in the depths of the night, where no other birds dare to take flight, one alone soars to shine the light of righteousness on the world's blight. Tell me you actually didn't sing.
Oh, that's what she's saying?
I sure did. She did well to take a second place, or perhaps stole is more apt. Or is it more that she failed to steal first place? I'm overthinking this. A story of forbidden love between a tiger and an elephant. I wish I could have seen it. I wish I could have seen Simeon up there on stage too. Oh, he was wonderful. The way he flew off that stage. Ah, yes, that scene.
He gets fucking yeeted. This victory is depicted in a very unique manner, whereby the villain is sent flying from the stage. Having been ejected from the stage in this manner, the villain no longer appears in the performance.
And you're saying the crime took place during that time? Roughly how long would you say Mr. Saint was off stage for, Ms. Berry? Let's see. I guess I would say around 15 minutes. Just as Judge Gavelle said.
Isn't it pretty hairy health and safety-wise having an elephant fling a guy off stage?
Not at all. Asia's very gentle. I'm not sure it changes much if she flings him gently or roughly. Too gentle, in fact. When we first rehearsed it, she barely nudged him. But by the end, he was flying off that stage. Not because of Asia, though. Simeon had figured out some kind of trick, apparently. Isn't that amazing? A trick? Do you have any idea what kind of trick?
That's what the weights and everything are for.
Oh, me? Oh no, it was Simeon's big thing. I wouldn't know where to start.
Blam! Got him.
The trick Mr. Saint performed for his big scene. Could it have something to do with all the items we found by the well? Okay, I'd like to have another look at the equipment around the well from yesterday. Can you have Mr. Thief bring up the recreation when they were tearing down the stage? You got it. Taking another look at these items, could they not have been used for this trick of Mr. Saint's? Sounds plausible enough. Hey, I could maybe add it to the simulation. Good idea. Please go and ask Mr. Saint for the details. Roger that. I'll be right back.
Ba-da-ba-bum, ba-da-da-da.
I'm back, and he told me exactly how he did it. Excellent. Well, how does it work? He said he used the pulley at the top of the well to suspend a heavy weight from a rope and lower that down into the well. The other end of the rope went through 2 more pulleys, and it was tied around his body. I see. So he used the downward pull of the weight to help him launch himself into the air. But how did he make sure the weight only dropped when he wanted it to? He used a stake to stop it, that's how. Miss Barry didn't seem to know anything about the trick or the contraption he built for it. In which case, I suppose it must have been Mr. Saint himself who pulled out the stake. That's right. And to do that, he used a second length of rope. He tied it to the stake, then when he gave it a sharp tug, woo!
Off he goes.
The stake was released and the weight dropped down the well.
Clever.
It's a great trick. I have to steal it. This one has to go into the Great Thief's repertoire. It may not be quite that easy. These kind of circus tricks can require years of practice to master. Simply stealing the idea won't be enough. All right, practice it is then. Well, before you run away to do so, would you mind updating the simulation? Oh, right. Then we can see how it all worked for ourselves. Okay, I'm switching back to the recreation of the performance. And now to add in the data. Little Thief should be able to reproduce the trick now. Ba-da-da-da. So this is how Mr. Saint performed his trick. Simeon's full of surprises, huh? I mean, dropping a weight down a well to help him fly off stage like that? That's genius. Indeed, but I imagine he would have needed quite a lot of weight. More than him at the very least.
Well, not necessarily, because the pulley would have reduced the ratio.
It would have taken some serious pull to lift him into the air like that. Yeah, and probably a ton of practice.
Wait, doesn't this seem odd to you? No.
You haven't noticed, Detective? There's something strange about the weight we found. The one weight on its own wouldn't be heavy enough. A single 30-pound weight couldn't have lifted Mr. Saint off the ground.
Oh, yeah.
In which case, could there perhaps be some weights missing?
Sounds like a job for my 7 secret weapons, sir.
Should the need to use them arise, I suppose I should speak with him then. Mr. Saint used the well to construct a contraption that would send him flying from the stage. It made clever use of 2 ropes. This tarp, it's just like the one we saw in the workshop.
This tarp. It's just like the one we saw in the workshop.
Yes, but why is it here?
But why is it here? Are you okay, Mr. Edgeworth? You've gone kinda blank.
And I intend to stay blank until you stop stealing my thoughts.
That's one heavy weight. Kinda makes you think how much this must all be weighing on Simeon.
It does? I'm not sure I quite see it myself.
Oh? Too bad. We don't have the real thing here. Otherwise, I'd hang it around your neck like a big ol' albatross. Then we'll see how you like it.
You'd face some stiff resistance if you tried, I can promise you that.
They're such like siblings, it's hilarious. Oh, wait. Are you sure about that?
A pulley and a rope. I suppose the two do tend to go together.
They sure do. Like a great thief and her treasure. Can't have one without the other.
Sorry, but the proper pairing in this case is a great thief and a set of handcuffs.
Damn. Okay, so that actually is everything. Also, there's something I'm wondering. Hold on a sec. How much... Let's see here. How do... Okay. Mechanical advantage. Right, but let's see here. Here's the equation. Okay. Work equals force times distance. Yes. How do you calculate the mechanical advantage, though? The anchor point and the roping opponent creates a 2-to-1 mechanical advantage. Okay. Pulley is attached directly to the weight itself, and the rope runs through it to an anchor. How it works by combining fixed movable pulleys, often called a block and tackle system. Ba-da-da-da. Okay, so I think that's 30 is about right. If he weighs like 130, 150 pounds, that might work. Because he had 3 pulleys. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Oh, whoops. Didn't mean to do that. Okay. Oh, apples.
The basket was empty in the other recreation.
Oh, yeah, but it was definitely empty in the photo I took, too. Oops, sorry. I made a mistake when I was filling you in earlier.
Oh?
That basket's for holding Asia's food, but on the morning of the show, all the apples that were in it had vanished. Poof! I totally forgot to mention it. Sorry.
Disappearing apples. I should make note of this. It's the pen that held Asia, the Asian elephant. Now empty as the lady herself is on stage.
I wonder how they got her in here in the first place.
What do you mean?
Well, the entrance to the yard is people-sized. And there's like a gazillion megawatts pumping through that fence. Kinda risky, no?
And not if one turned off the electricity.
Yeah, but then all the prisoners would escape.
Through an entrance blocked by an elephant? I think not.
This is a real puzzler, all right. I'll need to give it some more thought.
She seems to be enjoying the challenge. I'll leave her to it.
Don't say a word. I know just what you're looking for. It's written all over your face.
It is?
This'll may be temporarily out of action, but my fishing rod is good to go whenever you need it.
Oh, and if you want to give me...
Oh, and if you want to give the metal detector a shot, I have that too.
I've never seen him so excited. I'll be sure to let you know if I need either of them, Detective.
Okay.
Knew it. Detective, I have need for one of your secret weapons.
Roger that.
The metal detector, if you would be so kind.
Ah, jeez, I'm never gonna get to use my fishing rod. So before we get started, let me run you through how to use the metal detector. It's simple enough. It uses this sound and this gauge to tell you how close you are to something made of metal. The closer you get, the more strongly it'll react. When it starts going wild like this, just give me the order to examine the spot where I'm standing. Say, what do we got here? Oh, the fence. Anyway, that's how it all works. You tell me where you want to look, sir, and I'll get right on it. I got something. There's something here, sir. Oh, it's a gold coin, sir. What a find. It'll go down in history.
I don't imagine a gold coin would stay hidden long in a prison yard.
Oh, you found it. Never would have guessed it was hiding there this whole time. That's one of the coins from the big coin hunt we hold on once every 2 weeks.
Hey, that sounds kind of interesting. Must be fun for the whole family.
Sure is. The prisoners have to hunt for the coins the warden buried around the yard. And if they find 3 silver coins or 1 gold coin, they can swap them for a jelly donut.
First the show, now a treasure hunt? Is this a prison or a playground?
All right, let's get back to it.
Oh, wait, there was something over here.
I found something. There's something here, sir.
I don't see anything metallic. What did the detector pick up?
I guess it must have picked up some iron sand.
Iron sand? As in you can pick up with a magnet?
That's the stuff. You can find it at the beach sometimes. And I got just the thing we need right here. Introducing secret weapon number 6 or 7.
Are you making this up as you go along?
A seemingly ordinary magnet that I found at the hardware store. Watch this. I just bring it close to the ground and ta-da! It's picking out the iron. Whoa. Come on, little guys. Come to Papa.
It must be nice to be so easily entertained. Regardless, the investigation must continue.
All right, let's get back to it.
Sir, I'm picking up something over here. Let's take a little look-see, huh? Now these little guys in the grass.
And they're the same as the weight found by the well. They must be from Mr. Saint's trick. Did somebody hide these here on purpose?
I count 4 altogether, sir.
They would be more than heavy enough to send him flying.
So somebody hid several of the same weights as the one by the well? But why? And why over here?
Yes, nice work, me.
Indeed. Good job, Gumshoe.
Eek!
An alligator!
That thing nearly gave me a heart attack. Huh?
What's the matter, detective?
It's the metal detector, sir. It's, reacting to the alligator.
What? How?
You're sure it's not responding to the weights we just found?
No, sir. I'm sure this is something different, and I'm sure it's coming from the alligator.
And she's gone.
We scared that big snapper good. I don't think that's it, Kay. Huh? Then what is it? She hasn't been herself lately.
That's the name? Allie, the warden's favorite pet.
She wouldn't even look at the food Warden the guard brought her yesterday. She was acting as if, I don't know, as if maybe she'd eaten something that didn't agree with her.
And maybe their metal detector was responding to whatever she ate, sir.
Oh no! What if she ate one of the weights?
I highly doubt that even an alligator could swallow a 30-pound lump of iron. So what did the metal detector actually pick up? And why would someone hide those weights? Perhaps I missed something when I looked at the equipment by the well. Kay, could you recreate the scene again?
Coming right up.
I love those sound effects. They're so good.
I must scour the scene and inspect anything that catches my attention.
Ba-da-da-da.
And looks like this was designed for raising and lowering a bucket. No sign of the bucket, though.
Where's the main rope?
Eureka!
Damn it. Okay, so let's see.
Eureka!
Come on. It is missing something. I'm just not sure.
Eureka!
Fuck. Okay. Okay. What? Because I feel like it's the other rope, right? Like, two lengths of rope. Okay, let me try this down here maybe. Or let me try this. This feels a little more likely since it's focused on the rope. So I've got the right idea. I just got to figure out how to make the argument correctly. Here we go. There we go. There we go.
Think about the two recreations, the one during the performance and the one we're looking at right now. There's a major difference between the two, namely that one of the ropes is missing.
Oh yeah!
Mr. Saint's trick wouldn't work with only the items we see before us.
So what happened?
Where did the missing rope go? I think one of the pieces of evidence we've collected might tell us exactly that.
Really?
What shows us where the missing rope went?
I had the right idea. I just had to figure out the right way to present the arguments.
This rope was found beside Knight's body.
Wait, you mean...
Yes, it must have been the other rope used in Mr. Saint's trick.
So you're saying...
Yes, this rope did indeed have a weight attached to it, but it wasn't any of the iron weights we found. Those were hidden in the bushes and replaced with something else.
What was it, Mr. Edgeworth? Come on, I'm dying here.
Think about what the rope we found in the workshop was related to. Do that and you'll figure out the answer. The weight dropped down the well in place of the iron weight was
Mr. Knight's body.
It can only have been Mr. Knight's body that was dropped down the well.
What? Mr. Knight's body was the weight?
Yes, somebody first swapped out the weights used for Mr. Saint's trick. Then Mr. Saint used the contraption to make his exit from the stage. When he let the rope around his body loose, both the rope and Knight's body fell to the bottom of the well. That rope was never used to restrain Knight. It was used to suspend his body halfway down the well. From this, we can easily see why most of the weights were hidden.
So that no one would realize they've been replaced with the body.
Precisely. We can then further deduce that they were hidden by the killer.
Whoa there, gang. Wasn't poor old Bronco stabbed in the neck? Wouldn't there be blood everywhere, including down the well?
Oh, the killer had thought of that, which is why they used this.
Take that! It's all coming together.
This tarp was found with the body. I think it's likely that Knight's corpse was wrapped in it.
Oh, another piece of the puzzle falls into place. It's all coming together now. Love it. But all we're doing is proving that the body did go down the well. Yeah, this is making Simeon look guilty as fuck. Which means we're helping to prove that Simeon was the killer.
No, not quite.
But what about what Judge Cavell said yesterday?
But if Mr. Saint truly is the killer, why would he need to go to such lengths to commit this crime?
That's true.
Knight's body fell down the well when Mr. Saint used his contraption during the show. Therefore, it reveals nothing about where the real killer actually was or what they were doing at the time. It's only designed to throw suspicion onto those who were not at the show.
Yeah, I guess we did suspect Mr. Canis right away, huh?
That was the killer's goal, to make us think that the crime took place during the show. In other words, they used the well contraption to construct an alibi. Ms. Barry, when exactly did Mr. Saint put his contraption together?
It would have been the day before the show. The night before, actually. Yes, we started getting ready for the show at around 9 p.m. And I think we finished it around midnight?
In which case, the killer must have switched the weights out for the body after that point.
Mr. Saint's trick data updated in my organizer.
Did Canis know about this contraption? Even if he did, he wouldn't have been able to do much with it. And I highly doubt that he taught his dog to suspend bodies halfway down wells. Which means Canis isn't the killer.
Yeah, it was a long shot. All right, I don't think we're ready for this yet. All right, so what if the killer was an invisible man?
Go on.
Well, the weapon came out of nowhere, and nobody knows how the body was moved. None of that makes sense until you put an invisible man in the picture.
And detective, don't tell me you think invisible people really exist.
Who knows, sir? But it'd be fun to see one, though, huh?
What a winning idea. Perhaps we should make your assignment to Mr. Winner permanent from tomorrow.
Hey, you gotta be kidding me. That kid probably still believes in Santa Claus.
People in glass houses.
Hilarious. It's as bad as it looks, sir. Poor little guy's scared out of his skin.
I'd hope to have him track that scent again, but that clearly isn't in the cards now.
What about Ali?
This pond is home to Warden Lagarde's beloved alligator.
And look, those bones must be from her latest meal.
I somewhat doubt an alligator could pick a carcass clean like that.
You think? I got the feeling she was rather ladylike in her own way, actually.
If you say so.
Well, I do. I kind of have a sixth sense for these things.
An interesting talent, though not one I'm particularly envious of.
The garden. Yeah. All right, so what am I missing? Let's talk to Regina.
So do you come to visit the prison often, Regina? I sure do. I have so many little friends here. It's wonderful. And they're all such sweeties. The old faces and the new. I made a new friend only yesterday. Allie is just the cutest.
Cute? That full-grown alligator lurking in the depths of the pond.
Are you sure about that? Can't help worrying you could just walk up and then chomp, you know? Oh, don't be silly. She'd never do anything like that. Especially since she's not doing great. I heard she hasn't been herself since yesterday. I'm so worried about her. You guys are worried too, right? Right? Yeah, totally. Super worried. Right, Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes. Super. Don't rope me into this.
Okay. Worried about what? Worried about the alligator. Because it's got a tummy ache. Let's see. I'm a little stuck, so let's see if there's anything here. Missile just wagging his tail, cute. Yeah. Very. All right, let's see. Is there anything we have not examined? Aha, okay. Oh. Okay then. Hey, good looking out. Stay hydrated, folks. Cheers. Oh yeah, we already looked at this. Okay. All right, so what am I missing? Okay, so there's got to be a clue that we can connect the dots with then. Your voice must be strained, no? Chug that hydrogen peroxide. Yeah, my voice does get tired sometimes, but I'm doing all right. A little bit of water helped. Appreciate that. Good looking out. Asia the elephant, disappearing apples. Let's try these. Hey, there we go.
The apples in the basket were likely eaten by Asia.
Really? That's strange. I made sure to put the cart where her trunk couldn't reach them.
Are you sure about that?
Oh, yes. It was still full of apples the night before the show.
Then we must consider the possibility that the cart was moved to somewhere within Asia's reach.
Wait a second, hydrogen peroxide? that whooshed so hard on me. That's so funny. Oh, damn.
A large basket full of apples couldn't have been moved by the wind.
Which likely means that's the scientific name of water, isn't it? Oh, no. Hydrogen dioxide. Hydrogen peroxide is the shit they poured in the reflecting pool to kill the algae. Hydrogen peroxide, I think, is 5 oxygen and 1 hydrogen. I could be a bit wrong, though. Let me see here. Oh, it's H2O2, so it's 2 hydrogen and 2 oxygen. What? I got so confused. Yeah, I thought you were making a joke about the reflecting pool. That has been such a debacle. They're putting a fucking fence around it, and they have the fucking National Guard arresting people who like touch the water and shit. It is such a farce. Oh, it's so good. They even have those fucking Skynet camera things on truck trailers, and they're like driving trucks around, scanning people's faces and shit. Like, oh my god, it is so funny. No, I meant the scientific name for water. Well, chug the hydrogen dioxide. Yeah. Oh, damn, that's funny. Unintentionally hilarious pun.
So before the show had even started, the cart had been moved and its apples eaten. Yes, that seems to be the most probable timeline, so let's update the recreation, Kay.
Will do. I'll add that into the simulation of the performance then. Updating based on what Regina told us now. There, all done.
Little wonder it smelled of animals, and it was being used for the elephant.
Excuse me.
To hold Asia's apples, right? Yep. It was full of them the day before the show.
So they vanished overnight.
Ooh, did you figure something out, Mr. Edgeworth?
Quite possibly.
I did? Let's see. This, mayhaps? Yeah! Let's go!
The basket was moved the night before the circus performance. And we've deduced that the weights were switched out for the body at around the same time.
Hard to chalk that up to a coincidence, huh?
Then the next question we should be asking is, why was the cart moved? I think I can hazard a guess. the cart would have been blocking that door.
That also explains. Oh, here's the ads. I don't think I got that out in time, but here they come. Oh wait, no, it's 5 minutes from now. My bad. I saw the notification pop. I was like, oh fuck, I missed it. All right.
Which can only mean
Ads rolling, everyone run, yeah. We got 5 minutes. Well, 4:38, but brace for impact.
Now let's see what's... Oh, great. It's locked. Let me ask a guard for help. Hey, Mr. Guard!
Yes, miss? What can I do for you? That was fast. Guard, where's the key for this door? Oh, the warden keeps hold of that. I'll go ask her for it. Warden Lagarde is the only one with a key? Meaning, if somebody did open the door, they would have had to get it from her somehow.
Thanks for the help.
Oh, by the way, I'm getting kind of worried that Twitch is going to force me to add more ads because I feel like they're soft launching it. Because right now, and I'm not going to do it by choice. Like if it happens, they're forcing it. But they're offering like 30% more ad revenue to run 2 more minutes of ads per hour, and I'm like, bruh, 5 minutes of ads, like fuck out of here. So fair warning. Twitch might be ramping up ads, and if you see people running more ads randomly, it's probably because they want that 30%, which frankly, I can't blame you. Like, if you have a significant audience, like 30% increase in ad revenue is a lot of money. It doesn't matter for me. Like, I'm straight up only running them because they force me to run them, but it's chill. Oh damn, I just noticed the scientific name for water isn't hydrogen peroxide or dioxide. It's hydrogen monoxide because there's 2 hydrogens and 1 oxygen. Massive effing chemistry. I don't think so. I'm pretty sure it's hydrogen dioxide. Hydrogen monoxide would be 1 hydrogen, I think. Or no, let me see here. Hydrogen monoxide. Dihydrogen monoxide. Oh, interesting. Dihydrogen monoxide. Wait, then what the fuck? Hydrogen. Yeah, did I say dioxide? God damn, my brain's cooked. Hydrogen dioxide is a common, though chemically imprecise name for hydrogen peroxide. Oh. Interesting. So funny enough, we were both saying the same chemical. You said hydrogen peroxide, and then hydrogen dioxide is a incorrect, but I guess colloquially common name for the same thing. Yeah, dihydrogen monoxide. Yes, you're right. Because, yeah, monoxide is 1 oxygen. Damn, we both derped crazy there. Especially me, goddamn. I was literally, damn, that's so funny. There's also oxalic acid you can technically refer to water as, because anything with like 2 hydrogen and then another element is usually an acid. Like water is technically an acid. And then what's the other one? Oxetane or something like that. But yeah. Damn, we were both wrong on that. Dihydrogen monoxide. There we go. I think I've been calling it hydrogen dioxide for a minute. Damn. Damn.
Look at all these breakers. They must control the electricity for the whole prison.
So we're thinking somebody got in here the night before the show, right? Why? What were they trying to do?
Well, I doubt they came here by mistake thinking it was a break room. They must have come to tamper with the switches.
Did they turn off the power to something?
Come to think of it, wasn't there something that lost power? What might have lost power had a breaker been flipped?
The fence, maybe? Let's see. Oh, yes.
Ah, yes. If this had lost power, there would have been serious trouble.
And how would that work exactly?
Don't let your preconceptions hold you back, Kay. You need to think outside the bun. That's the key to coming up with ideas you'd have never imagined otherwise.
Nice try, Mr. Edgeworth, but this one's a little too far out of the box.
That wasn't the answer.
Okay, electrical devices connected to this board will lose power. Okay. One of our pieces of evidence was... This feels wrong, but it's the only other electronic, other than maybe the door. I'm gonna go with this, but this feels wrong.
Ah, yes. If this had lost power, there would have been serious trouble.
And how would that work exactly?
Don't let...
Oh, shit. Okay. Okay, so what might have lost power? Doors, mayhaps?
Take that!
Okay, now I'm stumped. Okay, so it's not that. The map obviously wouldn't lose power. Oh, but what if I... Oh! Got it. I got it. Yes. Of course.
There was a 3-hour gap in the security camera footage.
Oh, yeah, there was. So somebody flipped the breaker it was connected to.
It seems very likely.
There we go. Do you think it was the killer?
It's true that shutting off the cameras would have made things easier for them,
It would.
which means the killer would have had to be someone who had access to the breakers. And it seems only one person has the key.
It couldn't be.
Could it?
The warden? All right, little thief, your work here is done. Damn, we kinda close. Damn, I fucked up so bad I didn't even get fully recovered by that. Damn. This has to be the final showdown, right? First on the scene, the early bird wins the worm.
Good morning, Mr. Winner.
Oh, you! How'd you get here before me? Good morning, Mr. Edgeworth. I see you've made an early start.
And I see you made a late one, Judge Gavelle.
This is not my only case. I am a very busy woman. Not all of us enjoy the freedom of a prosecutor relieved of his only current responsibility. Oh, I do apologize. I meant, of course, an associate attorney. Poofed, associate. More like asinine.
We'll see about that.
Eustace, let us begin the investigation of the yard. Okay, I'll go get some officers to help.
That won't be necessary.
Why not?
We've already finished investigating the yard and won quite the prize in the process.
Won? But I'm supposed to be the winner.
Your Honor, I'd like to revisit your theory from yesterday in order to thoroughly disprove it.
I would caution you to choose your words carefully, Mr. Edgeworth. As I am sure you remember, your badge is in my hands.
How could I forget? You've told me several dozen times already. Perhaps you'd care to try a different threat.
Overruled.
You have been warned repeatedly, yes, and each time my words seem to have fallen on deaf ears. Allow me to make this crystal clear. I am corrupt. I mean, the committee cannot and will not tolerate insubordination.
The fate of my badge and the whims of the committee are of no concern to me now. The only thing that concerns me is proving Simeon Saint's innocence.
Interesting, and spoken like a true defense attorney. In that case, I shall be equally uncompromising. In the name of the goddess of justice, I will strike down your case without mercy. And when I am done, your career as prosecutor will be over as well. I hope you do not come to regret this. My theory remains the same as when I related it to you yesterday. Mr. Carcereto did not see Mr. Knight's body when he passed through the tunnel. As such, the body could only have been dropped down the well during the show. We both know the only one who could have dropped the body down there during the show is Mr. Saint.
That's still your assertion. And you can prove it, of course?
Of course she can. Who do you think you're up against? What Eustace means to say is, we've received the final autopsy report just ahead of our arrival.
She really is a very busy woman. Busy looking after baby Winter.
The victim appears to have died the night before the body was discovered. In other words, the night before the show. The cause of death is as stated. It seems the wound is 4 inches deep.
Estimated time at 3:06 a.m. 27th instant. Okay.
Simeon Saint was off stage for a period of 15 minutes. That was plenty of time for him to throw the victim's body down the well.
Judge Gavelle hasn't investigated the yard, which means... I fear there may be something of a flaw in your theory, Your Honor.
You seem very confident of that. But do you have any evidence to prove it?
Yes, I think I just might.
My theory remains the same as when I related to it.
Yes, okay, so it's this statement or this statement? Let's try this. Damn. Okay, let's try the other statement then. Fuck. Let's try this. I forgot which one I presented it to, I think. Let's see here. Whoopsies. Okay.
Hold it!
Could you talk us through your reasoning on that once more?
The day before the performance, Mr. Knight borrowed the keys from Mr. Carcereto.
Or more specifically, the key to his cell.
Mr. Knight then used the key to leave his cell and enter Mr. Saint's cage. Mr. Saint took Mr. Knight to the yard in that cage, and that's where he killed him. The following day, Mr. Carcereto crawled his way through the tunnel, but there was no body left there. Wait a second, that doesn't add up. Mr. Carcereto smelled that sweet smell, so Mr. Knight must have been in the tunnel already. No, his body did not pass through the tunnel until sometime after Mr. Carcereto crawled through it. Mr. Carcereto used the tunnel right around the time the show was starting. The body was discovered after the performance ended.
from which you deduce that the body could only have been thrown down the well during the show.
Yes, and who the culprit must be?
Hold it!
Are you sure about that? Could nobody else have done it?
So, obviously he was moved in the apple thing, which is what the sweet smell came from, is all the apples. And then Carceredo smelled the apples on Knight as he went under him through the tunnel. But how do I make this argument? This is obviously a flop here. Let me just advance this and see if maybe we can get a clue. I should review the evidence we gathered during our investigation of the yard. Yes. Okay. So.
Hold it!
For some reason, I feel like this case has been going on for a while. Bro, yes. Yes. I'm like, this isn't necessarily a complaint, but I feel like the cases in this game have been like really fucking long. Like, oh wow. It's, yeah, no, I agree. This is a long case, and it makes me a little nervous for the last case, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, like it's fun, but like it's definitely feeling like a little much at times, I'm not gonna lie. It's a lot. I was actually talking to my girlfriend about that this morning before stream. I was like, these cases are good, like they're very interesting and compelling, but like fuck. It's a lot. Mm-hmm. The last case is probably gonna be like 10 hours at best. Lol. Yeah. It's gonna take me a whole month to do the last case. Oh man. Yeah, I think if there was any complaint that I would have about this is that like the pacing is just a little bit slow for me. I feel like they could have trimmed things a little bit more and streamlined the pacing of it a little bit more. And then it would have been, but yeah, it's a fairly minor critique, but it's noticeable at times that like these cases are long, man. Okay, so I'm not sure what to present here.
Objection!
Yeah, this wasn't it. Okay. What the fuck? I think this case is just as long as Rise from the Ashes or Bridge to the Turnabout. Those were some damn good finales, though. Right, yeah, like, I don't mind it for a finale because it feels like you've really earned the, like, this long case that you have to chew on and unwind everything that was set up in the previous cases. But to get just, like, thrown into it, it's a lot. There's not... It just kind of does something to the momentum of the game as a whole that makes it feel like it drags a bit. Even when, like, what's happening is objectively interesting. Like, this is a really well-written case, but, like, the pacing, I feel like, really kind of throws it off. Oh, right.
Objection!
Fuck. Okay. Okay. I'm getting close, I think, but like, fuck. Okay. Yeah, this case is being dragged a lot. It just makes me wonder how the finale will be. For sure, for sure. Let's see. Huh. where they tampered with the night before the body was found. I haven't pressed this statement yet. Maybe this will have something added. I mean, I kind of don't care if the finale is long as it's a fucking banger. Yes, true. All finales have been the best case from each game, especially Bridge or Farewell. Yeah, for sure, for sure. I think, yeah, if it's good, it can be long. It's just, these have been a little iffy already, so I'm nervous about the finale. I think that's partly why it's taken me so long to play through this too. Is like, it's just like, oh my god, I'm gonna play for like 3 hours and not even finish one section. Oh man, and you were certainly clinging rather stubbornly to that idea. And boy, do the finales have lots of plot twists that get me on the edge. Yes, especially Farewell, My Turnabout, or Bridge. Yes, for sure. I love a good twist. You know, I think that's the other thing is like, this has tried to have twists, and like technically it has, but like, I don't know. None of these twists have really been like, whoa. It's just been kind of like, oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, now we're going this direction with it. I think it's because they're trying to like hit you with the feel of these bigger cases that we've had in the past without the prior build-up. The way, yeah, something about these cases just isn't quite working the way I think they wanted it to. But it's not bad. It just it feels a little lackluster. Man. Is this a quarter a cult? Okay, we didn't get anything added. Man. I genuinely have no fucking clue at this point. What the f- Okay. I'm just looking this one up. I can't figure this one out for the life of me. What is this called again? The Captive Turnabouts. Da, 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 da. That's the one I needed. Okay, here we go. I could have swore I presented it. Obviously I didn't, but I feel like this makes less sense to present to this statement than it does to one of the other two. But apparently this is the answer. I was all over that shit. I did everything but that, basically. That combination. Damn, man. Okay.
Sorry, Your Honor, but there's something else you're going to have to take into account. The well in the yard was rigged up to create a certain unique contraption.
A contraption? Go on.
You will recall that Mr. Saint was sent flying from the stage by the elephant?
I do. Just before he was to be absent for some time.
He was only able to fly through the air thanks to a weighted rope he tied around himself. Dropping the weighted end down the well allowed him to complete the trip.
Wait, that wouldn't send him flying. Wait, wouldn't that send him flying as soon as he set foot on the stage?
It's simple, really. He kept the weight from pulling by using a stake to keep the rope in place.
Oh my god, what do you want now, Wiener?
With a second rope, he was able to pull the stake free, thereby controlling when the weight was dropped. We have found evidence to suggest that the original weight was replaced with Knight's body. This was done by the real killer in order to create an alibi. The estimated time of death tells us that the murder took place early in the morning. The killer could have tampered with the contraption in the time between the murder and the show.
You're saying Mr. Saint himself set this contraption up, right? Well then, who do you think is the number one most likely person to have used it to dispose of a body, hmm? Even you must see how this looks.
If Mr. Saint was the killer, he could have simply done as Judge Gavelle theorized without these extra steps. Ms. Berry.
Yes?
Now he sounds more British. I think you changed up his voice a bit. Yeah, maybe. My voice barometer has been kind of wonky today. My voice sensor.
Well, let's see. We had to get the prison's approval on what we were going to perform. So I don't think Simeon's the only one who knows.
And there you have it.
Interesting. You've certainly been diligent in your investigation. And yet I fail to comprehend your actions still. Why do you not work to do what is right?
Is what I am doing wrong? If so, who is it that deems it so?
How can you not grasp even that? How can you not see that you're doing wrong at this very moment? You are a prosecutor, and yet you aid the defense. This flies in the face of common sense. You're breaking every rule in the book.
I think only of what is right and just, and act as I see fit in each situation I am confronted with. This is the path I have chosen, and whether you can comprehend that choice is immaterial. But if you mean to stand in my way, I will fight back with all I can bring to bear.
Perhaps the goddess of justice is testing me? Very well, if it is her will that we must fight. Then I shall end this once and for all. Listen well, Mr. Edgeworth, for there is another reason why only Mr. Saint can be the killer. If the body was moved from the yard to the workshop, then Mr. Knight must have first been brought here to the yard from his cell. The only person who had the opportunity to do that is Simeon Saint. And thus he remains the only plausible suspect.
Let me just check real quick. I'm not gonna look at the answers for this time, but how many sections do we got left? Oh, we got like 3 whole suspects. Or suspects. 3 whole like segments. They might be short, but I think I might have to save this for tomorrow because I gotta go to the grocery store in a little bit. So I think I might wrap up. I don't like leaving it right here.
Mr. Saint took a cage with him to Mr. Knight's cell. But why would he do that? Why take such an unwieldy object all the way to the holding cells? Yeah, it is pretty sus.
But we all met Mr. Saint. That's exactly the kind of thing he would do. It's entirely plausible that he took the cage with him out of absent-mindedness and nothing else.
It may be plausible, but it is no more or less plausible than having him help Mr. Knight to escape.
I need some real solid evidence if I'm going to get her to budge.
I'm gonna give it like 15, 20-ish more minutes tops, and then I do gotta get going, but we'll see. We'll see if we can blast through these last few segments. The Mr. Knight must have been first been brought here to the yard from his cell. Do that as Simeon Saint. Thus remains the only plausible suspect. Can I present? Oh, what? The apple thing isn't a thing? Okay.
Objection!
Come Okay, okay. Fuck it. I'm because I think it's just like 2 or 3 of these. I'm gonna just blast through these because yeah. Okay. Fucking. This shit tilts me so much is when I have the right answer on the wrong statement. Oh, that irks me so much because I had it.
Would you care to revise your testimony at all, Judge Gavel?
No, why? Do you believe there's something wrong with it?
Well, no, nothing seems out of place.
Really hits you in the feels, huh? It does, because it's like, I knew it, I just didn't do it right. I have no one to blame but myself. But yeah, I'm gonna, just to speed things up so we can finish this today, hopefully, I'm gonna take like 1 or 2 guesses, maybe just 1 guess. I need to save actually, because I'm about to game over. I'm gonna take like 1 or 2 guesses, and then if I don't get it like quickly, I'm just gonna use the guide, because I do want to finish this today.
Then perhaps you could refrain from insinuating otherwise.
Fuck. That did blow up in my face. Okay. Wait. What the fuck? Oh, did I present it to the wrong one? Damn, I'm hella off. Even with the guide, I'm doing wrong shit. Okay. Excuse me? Yeah, this case has been dragged on for so long. I hope you finish it. Yeah. Yeah, I'm ready to get to a fresh case. Retry. What the ever-loving fuck? Oh, I see. I presented the wrong thing. Okay. God, my brain is cooked. My brain is not braining right now. Okay. This one, and then the security footage. I guess I associated this with the security stuff because that's what turned it off. My brain is just not on it right now.
Mr. Sane is far from the only one who had the opportunity.
Which opportunity are we talking about again?
We'd previously established that the time code on the security footage was off by 3 hours. And from this, we can deduce that there must have been a power outage lasting for that length of time, during which anyone could have moved around the prison undetected.
Do you mean to say our killer intentionally created this 3-hour gap? There was no simple camera malfunction? Is that even possible?
It was completely possible to create the 3-hour gap using this.
There we go, come on. Yeah.
Our investigation of the yard turned up something rather interesting. A panel of breakers, one which can be used to cut power to the security cameras. We also learned that the door to the power room may have been open at around the time of the murder.
What? Such a shame to see one so capable fall so short of the mark. Mr. Edgeworth knows what he's doing. Then how does he explain the lock on the power room door?
Oh yeah, it was kind of locked up tight. And the warden's the only one with the key.
Those breakers are vital to the prison's infrastructure, so I very much doubt that anyone could have gained access to the power room's keys so easily.
Objection!
No, but one person could have.
I beg your pardon?
That person, the killer, had easy access to it, in fact. And what's more, their position here is such that nobody would dare question them.
What? There's no one like that! The breaker to the electric fence is in here! And they would be questioned in an instant!
And there's only one person who meets these criteria. I can hardly believe it myself, but I have to follow where the logic leads. The person who had access to the power room key was...
Take that!
The real culprit is... Warden Lagarde.
Oh, just look at you.
That's the wrong voice.
Oh, just look at you. Aren't you the cutest little poochie woo?
He's not just a pretty face. Missile also has quite the nose for sweet things. It seems he's smelling something very sweet indeed, and it's coming from you.
Oh, darling, you're making me blush. I'm not even wearing perfume.
Then perhaps it's the sweet stench of death.
You're a regular poet, aren't you? I had no idea. But if I didn't know any better, I'd almost think you're calling moi the killer.
That is precisely what I'm calling you.
What? Warden Lagarde is the killer? Mr. Edgeworth, do you realize what you're saying? Oh, such a naughty boy. How could he suspect me? I'm the one in charge around here. It's like we're in a murder mystery, aren't we? And equally far-fetched, this is preposterous.
Sadly, it is not, although I can hardly believe it myself. But this is where the evidence points, and we must trust in the evidence. This piece of evidence proves that Warden Lagarde is the killer. It's gotta be this one,
Take
right?
that!
Ah, boo. What? Okay. Let's see. Whatever it was could be the key to this case. I'm gonna take one more guess and then... I'm gonna go with the body because of the sweet scent being mentioned.
Take that!
Yeah!
Your scent betrays you, Warden. And here is your accuser.
The police dog?
We had him track a sweet scent that was lingering around Knight's body back when it was first found. He now appears to be smelling the same scent, and it's coming from you.
Oh, darling, you're priceless. Really, you are. Your evidence is a whiff of suspicion? Verity, dear, do put him in his place.
It seems Judge Gavel may have reached a similar conclusion to myself.
You believe this to be no mere coincidence, Mr. Edgeworth?
I do. After all, she had the key, and the scent found lingering on the body is hers as well. Were it just one or the other, we might be able to brush it off as coincidence. However...
Indeed. Then it seems a conclusion approaches. Perhaps we should hear what the warden has to say for herself.
We should, and when we have, this case will finally be at an end.
You're all being simply awful. Stop looking at me like that. Me? The killer? How could I possibly do such a thing?
I didn't do it.
Verity told me everything she knows about the case, sweetie. The victim died in his cell, so by your logic, I would have had to kill him here. There. But how am I supposed to have moved the body? Especially as I never went to the prison.
Okay, we got her. Let's go. Okay, we got it. Yeah. Okay. All this extra dialogue that's not the testimony. It's all good. Just let's just do it. Thank you. Holy fuck. All right. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, the victim died in his cell. Blah 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 blah. Oh my God. Come on. There we go. Oh fuck! I don't even have the. Okay, we'll just use this.
Objection!
Okay. Damn. Okay. Well, anyway. Oh. Okay. I still don't get why the cart isn't part of the evidence. Like, we could bypass a lot of this just by pointing to the cart. Anyway. So we gotta press this.
Sure, maybe you didn't go through the main entrance to the prison, but what if you took another route?
Oh, come now, sweetie. Surely you don't mean the awful filthy tunnel they discovered. Why, until yesterday, I had no idea it even existed.
No, you had another way in. A route that didn't require going through the main entrance or the tunnel.
Take that!
5 minutes.
Warden, you took Knight from his cell and brought him to your office, which just happens to be connected to the yard. If you had a way through the fence, then you would have been able to circumvent both the entrance and the tunnel.
The extremely high fence topped with razor wire with thousands of volts electricity going through it?
Yeah,
How is she supposed to have gotten through that,
the fence's electricity supply can be cut off from the power room. And only you had the key, Warden. No one but you could have done it.
Utterly ridiculous. The power room is on the prison side of the yard. But the guard was on the detention center side. How could she have reached the power room? Exactly, Verity, darling. Well, clever puss, you've dug yourself a real hole now. All right. Yes. We got this. It's okay. We got this. Yes. Mr. Edgeworth, if you cannot... Thank you. Okay.
I have one more thing to add, if you'll permit me.
Something that explains how the warden could have shut off the breaker from the wrong side of the fence?
Yes, because it's not as impossible as it seems.
An accomplice.
She couldn't have done it alone, but what if she wasn't alone?
Ooh, now we're talking. Way to flex the old gray matter, kiddo.
I believe that Warden Lagarde had an accomplice.
Enough. You disappoint me, Mr. Edgeworth. What do you mean? Mr. Edgeworth has said nothing wrong. The inmates of this prison are all issued with security bracelets. The ones that raise the alarm if people... Yes, okay. They're spoon feeding us the answers here now. The only ones who are free to roam are the animals.
Overruled. Objection!
Rule out either, Your Honor. The fact is, there's one person, someone whose movements weren't restricted. And I have just the evidence to show that free-roaming person was.
Take that!
Lamb.
This is one of the prisoner's bracelets.
Indeed, a broken bracelet belonging to a certain self-proclaimed model prisoner.
What do you mean? And who is that person? Saw it coming.
Frank saw it. Warden Lagarde's favorite prisoner inmates. It's strange, isn't it, Warden? that he was able to keep his broken bracelet hidden and wander freely around the prison all the while.
That's pretty funky, and I don't mean in a good way.
It couldn't be the case that he was permitted some sort of special leeway, could it? Although you were in the habit of giving such leeway to certain others, Bodhidharma Canis, for example.
Mr. Edgeworth, that is pure speculation.
In that case, why don't we ask Mr. Sod himself? I'm confident he will confirm for us that he and Warden Lagarde were accomplices in this crime. If the two of them had worked together, a certain route into the prison becomes viable. The real route by which Knight was moved from his cell to the prison proper. Recall that there were two big obstacles in her path. First, the security camera outside Knight's cell. Second, the electrified fence in the yard. But she was able to remove both obstacles in one fell swoop by having Mr. Sawit shut off the corresponding breakers.
All right, Mr. Edgeworth, you've had your fun.
And, do you still deny it, Warden Lagarde?
No, darling, you've got me. I admit it. Warden, tell me this isn't true. Sorry, Verity, honey. I'm afraid it is. Frankie helped me do it. Is that it? Is this the end? This is not. All right. I don't think we're finishing this today, which is really annoying because we're really close. So I guess we'll have a short stream tomorrow because I got to get groceries, unfortunately. All right, save. Exit game. All right, we're going to wrap this up tomorrow, and then I'll maybe play one of those demo games. But I was thinking of actually starting to like add in like doing sessions. Yeah, Loki, I just want to get to the third case. I feel you. I've been thinking about doing like trying to do longer streams where I'll do like a good like 2-3 hours of Ace Attorney and then play something else just to keep it from getting monotonous because these cases are long and I'm gonna need to really grind out to finish this game. But anyway, I appreciate y'all. Let me pull this up. There we go. And I will see you tomorrow for a quick little stream to wrap this up, and then we'll finally start case 3 on Monday. So appreciate y'all. I will see you next time. Peace.